Hey guys, good morning. How is everybody doing? I did want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin and where I think it's actually headed. It has been in a pretty nice in a pretty nice downtrend ever since um, like early November-ish, after creating sort of a double top and breaking this bullish channel that it was on, right? And like I said, if you were, part of the Patreon, we already known that it's going to be dropping for a while, right? We already knew ever since, the early signs of November 15th, and that's when I sold everything. I actually sold everything back here, like around the 64K level. I sold all of my crypto stocks, of course. I kept all of my regular crypto. I kept everything, but I am officially bullish on, well, not officially, but I will be bullish on Bitcoin if we manage to close a 4 hour bull trigger in about 3 hours and 30 minutes. So that would give us a time span of, what's 3 hours from now? 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 o'clock in the morning. So by 8 o'clock in the morning, if we close a bullish trigger on the reverse MACD, it's actually going to be a violent trigger. So I would actually be, you know, I would say that if we do close, I think we're going to be looking at maybe 60K by the end of possibly this week. I would say 60K by this week in a couple of days is definitely possible. And I should, you know what? I should probably put my long position right now just in case, because it does seem likely that that'll happen. If it doesn't, then I'll get stopped out, but it's okay. And there should probably be some like 60 like up here. You know what? I'll just do that right now. I'll just put my position right now because this is what, a 3.98 RR. Yeah, I mean, I would still end up doing pretty okay. So you know what? Oh yeah, that's a telegram from Patreon. If you guys wanted to know, that's actually super solid. I love the Telegram group that we have right now. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Bye. What is it? Stop loss. 55 810. Yeah, we'll do that. Stop loss is 55 810. Take profit. I'll leave it open. But there you go. See, just opened up a brand new lot on Forex just because I actually think Bitcoin is going to go up. I think it's going to keep running, and obviously my R&R is going to be pretty good if I think that it's going back up to all-time highs. But the real reason is the weekly officially. Look at that. I wanted to show you guys, right? The weekly is officially on a week bear candle. Look at that, right? And the same thing happened back here, right? Same thing happened. You were bearish 1, 2, 3 weeks, and then that fourth week, you ended up pumping super hard to the upside. And I think we're actually getting really early signs of that this week. So right, we're only 2 weeks like that, and now we have a weak bear trigger. And I think there's early signs of a bottom right here. And the really good thing is that last time we actually dropped from high to lows about 13,381. Right, that's, keep that in mind, from highs to lows, right? We actually dropped a little bit lower. Dropped right there. Boom. That's our peak low right there, right? So roughly in about 14 days, look at the time span, right? High to low back here, 14 days. High to low, 14 days, right? And it is relatively close. We're about $1,000 apart. The first instance on that weekly bear trigger, we dropped 13,300 bucks. And this past 2 weeks, we dropped close to 15K, right? We didn't actually touch we didn't actually touch trend, and we still have a strong chance of touching that trend, right? I'm not saying we're not, but I'm saying we've already had that time frame of 2 weeks where we dropped, right? And I think that because we're actually we actually bounced off, we actually ran up, bounced off trend, bounced off support. I think we're actually going to create another violent bullish 4 hour trigger right here. And I think we're going to break trend and we're going to head to 60K. But I'm saying because we're still in a bearish week, technically it's a weak bear, but we're still in a bearish cycle, right? So keep that in mind. This is still a riskiest trade. I would not recommend taking it, but I think there's a really good chance that, we close a 4 hour bullish trigger and we just completely break through and we go to like 60K today, right? I'm actually starting to add positions back into crypto stocks. So I'm starting to buy back into Riot. starting to buy back into Hut 8 mining, starting to buy more of Bitfarms. Because I do think those will definitely do like a 5x if BTC keeps running to new highs. And as of right now, I do have a price target of 84K for Bitcoin within the next 200, I think 200 or days or so, within 200 days. So sometime between now and like maybe, what are we at? When did we close a bullish month? Let me see, the first instance right here. So we closed it in October. So October, November, December, January, February. That would be 5 times 3, 150. March. So I think my price target is 84K within 250-ish days, 200 days, which would put us in March of 2022. And I still have that. What is it called? That price target, right? So I think that by March 2022, next year, we can actually see an 84K Bitcoin, which I don't want to say I'm positive, but that's my for right now, right? And I think it's definitely possible. So I want to say I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin right now, but not officially. The only way that I'm going to be officially bullish is if we actually have a 4-hour bull trigger, because we're going to be closing a violent bullish close in about 3.5 hours. So, give or take by 8 o'clock, I might make another TA, and then we'll kind of go from there. But as of right now, I gotta say I'm definitely bullish again on Bitcoin, or starting to be bullish again on Bitcoin. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.